We're fucking on.
Yeah.
TAIAHA.
Yes.
I practiced that
Yes,
shit
sir.
fucking 12 times before the camera rolled.
That's the one.
Thanks for
Nailed it,
coming on, bro.
Yeah, no worries.
It's been a little bit in the making.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're one of the most chill people I've ever met in my life.
Oh, dude,
Just cruising.
That's awesome.
You know when you meet those people and they're just fucking... just cruising? You're just cruising. He's got his
100%.
kombucha, he's ready to party. Oh, fuck, I'll move that out of the way.
Bit of kombucha.
Bit of kombucha. So, tell us what you're about, man.
So, I am TAIAHA, the MC. I'm just about, living life for real, like living the real life. Just experiencing as much as you can. Keeping your mana safe, which is, just your spiritual energy, keeping that shit safe. And just giving life a good go, good crack, that's what I am. Stay positive and just keep rolling.
And how long have you been rapping for?
Long time. So like hip hop was in my headphones and that like young.
Did your parents and shit bump with it? Do you have like older siblings and shit?
Oh, so actually it was my sister and brother sending those little like tapes over, bro. This is like real life tapes in the post from New Zealand, right?
That's hectic.
And then crazy stepdad was like, nah, you can't touch, steal the tapes under the covers, bro. Bumping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, just bumping to it. Maybe my little brother could have a little 5 minutes.
Yeah, see, I remember fucking back in the day, all my mates were listening to like, because my sister and brother, my sister's like 17 years older than me and my brother's like 14 years older than me.
Yo.
So when I was a kid, my brother and shit were bumping like Hit 'Em Up and like Tupac, Hit 'Em Up and fucking Big E and Nas and fucking NWA, and
Yeah.
I was like 5 years old listening to this shit, and I used to be a massive hip hop head when I was younger, but as like I got older and as soon as I turned 18, I was exclusively like EDM because I used to party.
Straight up.
Because I used to party. Like
Yo.
when you want to party hard, you can't really party hard to fucking hip hop. You're on like some nice fucking heavy bass and shit. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, straight up.
So I fell out of love with it for a while.
So just like foot to the floor, like just
I
classic
used to
Adelaide,
love
like
dubs,
yeah.
dirty dubstep
Oh yeah,
and
dubstep.
shit.
Yeah, that's a good little time, man.
But I just remember, I don't know, I fell out of love with hip hop for like years. Because I just got, I don't know, I didn't really like have any new artists that I liked.
Yo.
Up until, I'm getting back into it slowly now. I'm liking it at the moment. Like I love what's that bloke that's in jail, that YNW Melly?
Oh, yo. Yeah.
He's sick.
He's going through those court cases or whatever.
Yeah, he's got that song, that Murder on My Mind song.
Yo. Yeah, that's
so
a crazy song.
good.
Yeah.
But I just fell out of love with it for years. But you've always bumped
Yeah, I've
hip-hop
always
and
bumped
R&B.
hip-hop. Like, obviously, I've got other things that... Like, and I went through the phases of... like dubsteps and other stuff. Like, especially cruising in your car, you got the subs down.
Yeah.
It subs up, so...
Do people still have subs in their car?
I'm sure the young'uns got to be having subs in their car.
Because it was really... like, it was a thing back in the day
Had
where
to
you
have.
used to have, like...
Had to have it.
an obscene sound system in your car.
Most definitely, yeah.
Do you ever get into, like, rock or heavy metal or anything?
Yeah, so like as far as shows went, like when I was young as well, because the scene was banging when I was maybe like 15, 16. So I was still trying to go to shows just to get my mosh on.
Oh, really? You used to love going to
yeah.
gigs and
just
shit?
Just the energy.
What
Yeah.
kind of shit did you used to listen to? Like pretty heavy? Or?
Yeah. But I didn't really listen to it in my day to day.
You just used to go...
For the live show, yeah, 100%. And then like, trying to jam little riffs on my guitar because it was just like, wow, how do they even do that?
Did you ever see
You know what
like
I mean?
Parkway or anything?
No, I never saw them, but they were a big influence at Wollonga High. Like, everyone's trying to play B Parkway Drive, like, when I was going through there, so I was still learning some of their riffs, and that was still an influence. But no, hip-hop has always been there. And then, like, more, like, always been a blazer, like, you know, smoking up, man. So I'm putting on like funk and soul and Al Green and Bob Marley, and so I've got a big, rich like soul history, funk history, yeah, like. But the hip hop always stayed through, just because I love the like energy, and I always like I love that about punk as well when it was like anti-establishment. You know what I mean? They're like fuck the system sort of thing.
Like punk rock fucking era.
Yeah, and that part of hip hop, you know, I love, and I also love the whole culture of it. And I've always, you know, it's not like just reminiscing of when we're out painting. I'm not even a good painter. I can't paint, but just those times like were just so dope, you know. And dancing being part of it. Like, because I've always thought that's such a dope thing to have as part of the culture.
Bro, if you can look me in the eye and say when you were like 12 years old and you saw Step Up and you weren't fucking trying to crump in your backyard, you're a fucking liar.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
Everyone went and watched Stomp the Yard and fucking tried to fucking do some shit.
That's exactly right, bro.
Everyone.
You said it. You know, you said it first. And then...
That was when T-Pain literally had a collab with every single person in the world. I swear for like, for like 2-3 years, if a song didn't have him or Lil Wayne on it, it wasn't anything.
What a crazy time.
Yeah, bro. Lil Wayne was releasing a fucking new, like a banger every fucking week. Every single week.
Dude, I couldn't even appreciate it at that time.
Yeah.
It was after that I was like, what the hell? Like, this dude just...
I never really got into Lil Wayne heaps. I used to love like a couple of his songs. I used to love Lollipop and like just all his like flagship songs, all of his really big songs I used to love. But he's got like a really impressive resume.
Bro.
He's got an insane resume.
And some of his verses, man, are just like...
Have you seen that video of him listening? Man. Someone's reading him this verse from this song and he doesn't know it's his. And he's like, that's dope.
Yeah.
And he's like...
I think that is a Lollipop
He's
bar.
like, I said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the condom line, eh?
Yeah. He's made that many tracks though, you'd forget him.
Yeah, bro. No, 100%. And I reckon it was when everyone got put on that same track. And I was just like...
What song was that?
Drake, Eminem, Wayne, and...
Do you know the name of it?
Nah.
Do you know how weird it is when you hear a song you haven't heard in like 15 years, but it was a song you used to listen to like every single day? And you
I'm
just
the worst
forget,
of the actual names.
It just forgets out of your memory.
Man.
There's so many songs from like 2000.
Is it Drop the World? Isn't it? Nah, that's something else.
So
yeah, that was a crazy... I was just like listening to it thinking like Drake, Kanye, Wayne and Eminem.
That's a fucking stellar cast.
And I just was like, holy moly, because I couldn't pick anyone apart. Like, you couldn't be like, oh, they should have left them off.
I might cop a little bit of shit for this, but I've grown to love Kanye so much.
Oh, I love Kanye.
Like, his music is... I listened to Graduation the other day, like front to back.
He's next level.
Bro, when he says like I'm a fucking musical genius, he is legitimately a genius. Like Graduation is so good and Homecoming's so good. I don't really like his. I don't know. I haven't really listened to like Life of
Dark
Pablo,
Twisted Fantasy.
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
See that popped my mind.
Bro.
That popped my whole like shit. Like that changed everything for me.
Those albums could be like. Both of those could be in the top fucking 10 albums of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
It's crazy. Have you seen his documentary? The one on Netflix? That's insane.
Yo.
Have you not seen it?
Is it the Genius one?
Genius.
I think I saw a couple of little things, but
this bloke just seen Kanye before he was famous, and he's like, oh, I'm just going to follow him around because I think he's going to be famous. So it's all this footage of him... Like you can
backstage,
you can see it like happening in real time. Like, oh fuck, he's not Kanye yet. Like, but
you can see it happening.
But you can see it just happening slowly because this bloke just seen something in him, and he's like, I'm gonna follow this dude around the world, and just record him.
Yeah, because he was in he was in the building with Rockefeller, eh?
Yeah, and he used to make everyone's beats, and then he's like, fuck this, I'm gonna just rap over these.
And then he started making,
and no one would take him seriously, and then he just made bangers and bangers.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
No, like Kanye would be one of my biggest influences.
Yeah,
of
he's
all
good.
Time, 100%.
He's so good. He hasn't released music in ages. Since he's had his last.
Donda,
Donda was his last one.
Donda.
Was that like?
Which was still another great piece of work.
Was that like a year
But
ago?
yeah, I don't think really it's ever
Gonna be the same.
be the same. Yeah, like
That's like
what was the the Yeezus?
Jesus.
That was the last album that I put on, and
That was
I
a
was
banger.
just on rotation for a month
Drake puts out consistently good albums.
and ahead of the game. Yeah.
I'm not a Drake fan. I would never sit down
he's
and
alright.
listen to like a Drake's album or a song, but I can tell from like the reception of his music. Obviously, it's good because he has a massive.
Well,
fan
he's
base.
just crazy at the game, eh? Like he's like
It's easy when everyone else is writing your fucking track.
He's just like the top of the game, playing industry steez.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
he's
just
an industry rat.
He's just everywhere. You know,
good
what I
at
mean?
marketing.
Even how he done that House album.
The what?
I can't even remember what it's called, brother. But
House album. He did a house album.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like before the 21 album.
Dude, that song he did with 21 was fucking pretty good. He did a whole album with 21, didn't he?
Yeah. And there was like 3 bangers on there that I was like, yeah, that's cool. But I never really look for Drake, but then he'll always come in. He'll come to me, bro.
But like what you were saying before, how
Pop
like
up.
Kanye will never like capture what he had before. It's like that with everyone though. Like you only got like a small amount of time where you can perform at that level.
Yeah.
Like even Eminem's new stuff's not like, it's never gonna be like it's. And I got so much
even
shit
the
for saying that.
even the voice.
Yeah, because you get older.
Right,
You
even the
grow up.
voice. The voice is different, bro.
That's like, I seen a video of Mariah Carey the other day trying to sing. Or she was singing. But she's obviously not going to sound like she was when she was 20 and 25. So she sounds different. And people were giving her shit in the comments. How she's lost it. And I was like, nah, she's just gotten older.
Yeah.
Like your voice gets older.
Yeah, no, that's true. But then, you know, I don't think... I'm probably just going through my own midlife crisis. But I think there are different paths, you know? Like, you might lose what you had for that time.
But
or
you might
whatever.
gain something
But,
else.
yeah, and if you ever find that focus again, you can create, you know what I mean? Like, there are people... I mean, hip-hop's probably not the best example of that. Because it is a young man's game. You know?
But you know what? AC/DC is still fucking doing it. And, and Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger's still on. He's fucking like 85
and a few
years
more
old.
cigarettes, bro. A few more whiskeys. It just gets more gravel. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? More stories to tell, like a deeper thing. But yeah, so I think it can go either way. But yeah, especially when there's just certain times in life, where, you know,
If you could see one artist dead or that's passed away live one time, front row center, who would you see?
Bob Marley.
You'd see Bob Marley.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, big man.
I'd have to do Michael Jackson.
Oh, yo.
I'd have to.
Yeah.
I'd have to do Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I think that's just. But you'd go Bob.
Oh, 100%.
That'd be a crazy atmosphere.
It's just when I've seen like shows, it just looks like he's just channeling, bro. You know, just full channeling. Just
Hendrix would be sick to see as well.
Hendrix would have been crazy.
Did Bob Marley
Woodstock.
do Woodstock?
Not sure.
I don't
No
think he
idea.
did. I don't think he did.
But he always brought like his ultimate power.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Which wasn't to do with dancing, certain moves and fireworks, and you know what I mean? It was all just like original.
Yeah.
You know?
He was a one of one.
He was a one of one.
That's the same
And his
as-
whole band and all his people were all down with him, like 100%, like fully down, you know?
Yeah,
like
he was a
they're a
one of
proud
one.
people, those Jamaicans, you know what I mean?
They're fucking
They're
really
proud,
proud.
bro, and they're real hardcore, you know? So they're all together as the team, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, Jamaicans don't fuck around.
and that like it's to get this performance to the highest level every time, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like Michael Jackson is more like industry again.
Yeah.
You know, he's like the ultimate, like had the coolest dances and the styles and the
I think it'd be
lights
more
and
the
just
energy,
everything,
yeah,
like,
just
so coordinated,
the
and
energy
just
of the
everything's
crowd.
practiced, every little thing, and yeah, all the girls fainting, and
Bro, I was thinking about it not too long ago. Michael Jackson would have to be the most famous person that's ever lived and is ever gonna live.
yeah, oh man, it'd have to be up there. Jesus, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, but a lot of people don't fuck with Jesus.
Yeah.
Everyone fucks with Michael.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Jesus probably is the most
They've
famous
both touched a
person.
lot of lives. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, but you got me there, Jesus. But as if
No, you're right.
He
You are
had to
right, yeah.
fucking he had to. They hired him out a grocery store for one of his birthdays, so he could
Feel
pretend.
normal.
Yeah, and they
Right.
put actors in there to pretend to be
bruh.
spectators and shit. It's fucking crazy.
Just to pretend not to know him.
It's gonna be
Imagine
fucking
that.
crazy. Yeah, they paid people,
Yeah.
and imagine being that actor, like the one person that fucks up. It's like Michael. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, man.
But you're gonna be you're going on your little fame tour soon.
Yes, sir. Yeah, which is gonna be wicked.
Tell us about that.
So we got the Deep South show, Inman Valley.
Inman Valley, that's
yeah,
sick.
Which is gonna be like with the Om Charm crew,
Nice.
which is dope because we've been doing shows for ages.
What date
and
is it?
We've never done one at Almershem. The 2nd of September.
Of September.
So
Gangster.
it's coming up. But tickets are already selling, so it's good. And there's camping tickets if you're game.
Or is it
to
like
go
a
and
festival
fully
type deal?
just, yeah, immerse in the atmosphere, man.
Is it like a
It's a
bush
mini festival.
Really? That's sick.
But obviously, I'm bringing in a lot of hip hop into the sphere.
Who
But there'll be some drum.
So
and
there'll be
bass
a lot
and
of
some bass.
different acts.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's gangster.
There's Baby Joe, he's coming up, so that'll be good to see him out there. Jira, Jesse Francis.
Jesse
Will be
Francis,
doing his singing.
little Jason Momoa.
Yes, sir.
No shit. Do you know?
He'll be loving it.
I
Yeah.
met Jesse at my mate Jacob's bar down at Nuri
Yo.
in Port Nalunga.
Yeah.
I met Jason ages ago, and I just clicked with him straight away, bro.
Yo.
He's the nicest
Nah,
person
he's
in
wicked,
the world.
He's awesome, yeah.
Great singer too.
Yeah, great singer.
Really good.
And he's got bars too.
He's got bars.
Bro, check out my song Deep South.
No way.
Yeah, bro.
Jesse's got bars.
Yeah, bro. Like, this is Gifted and Twisted. This is like 2007.
No shit.
Bars.
No shit.
Yeah.
I thought he was just a straight up singer. I want to get.
That's what you thought.
I want to get him on one day.
Bro, get him on and get him to spit some DMB.
He's got a good
Get
yarn
him
in
to
him too.
spit on some DMB, bro. Honestly.
Well,
It's crazy.
he's
Got a full voice and everything.
He's got a fucking phenomenal voice.
I mean, a DMB voice, like down for the cause. Are you ready? Vibe with me now. You know what I mean?
You do that really well.
Yeah.
You practice that shit.
Oh man,
Dude,
I'm an MC, bro.
Do you know what's funny with you? You were pretty like quiet, but as soon as you got the headphones on and the mic, you were like, chicka, chicka, chicka.
I'm
And
on.
you were ready to
I'm
go.
on.
Hey.
Yeah, bros. Yeah, 100%.
Do you do like MCing gigs and shit as
Have
well?
done.
Yeah.
Have done. Yeah. I was doing all sorts, like spreading myself real thin, doing like weddings, MC.
Yeah.
Just whatever you want, I'll wedge you together if you want.
Yeah.
Like anything, you know what I mean? Just building up the dollars, like putting them in a different bank so that I could then spend it on music to just have an easier time releasing my original stuff. So, but I haven't done anything apart from original gigs for like almost 2 years.
Nice.
So it's good, yeah. Sort of working out in a way.
It's hard to fucking juggle everything between like work and this and that.
That's it. Got to start choosing which one. Yeah.
But you're chef. Do you love chefing?
I love chefing. Yeah.
Yeah. How have you always done it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like real young in the kitchen as well.
Yeah. I think I left school when I was 15 to start up in kitchens.
Oh, solid, bro.
Yeah. I finished my apprenticeship when I was 18.
Yeah.
18 and a bit.
Yeah, bro. That's the style.
It's a
Similar.
fucking
Yeah,
strange
19.
place to throw a fucking young man into a kitchen with all these adults and shit. It's you learn real quick.
I won't say any names, but I remember being 19 in the city. Just moved there, and then like we finished like service, and then the dude, like the owner, is like, "Oh, we're going to have to do a deep clean tonight." And everyone's like, "What?" And then he's just like gets like full, just like militant cleaning, like just break, like take everything down and scrub. Do you know what I mean? And then he's like, "But I've got a present." No.
Big bag of cocaine.
Boom, big bag of cocaine. Like I'm watching like my workmates just
It's
like
so
twerking
weird.
on the bar, and I'm just like, "What is going on, bro?"
It's such a weird environment.
like
I used to love
drugs
working
to
in
me
the
are
city.
to do with crimes and crazy weird house parties and
Nah,
shit that
they
I've been
get-
at, and this was just like out in the open under the lights, like just
They're getting
full
done
normal. I was like, whoa.
at your favourite food establishments. There's a lot of cocaine being done.
Yeah, bro, I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. I used
And
to
then you
love
see
working
them
in the
tomorrow,
city.
you know, you see everyone the next day.
It's stressful working in the city though, because you're so close to everything. So you finish work. It's
Way
such
too
like
close.
it's such like
It's a
it's a
cycle.
vicious cycle.
Oh.
When I used to work at Jolly's boathouse on the River Torrens, I used to finish work. I didn't have my license at the time. I lost my license, and I used to just finish work. I'd run to Rundle Street like in a minute, and I'd just be on Rundle Street, and I'd be like, oh, I'd just get hammered, and then like.
Yeah.
You end up at a house on a
Yeah.
Monday
Yeah.
or a Tuesday, and then you end up partying, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I got work in 2 hours. So
Exactly
it's
right.
horrible.
And it goes on for years, man.
Yeah, it goes on for years.
I was certified alcoholic, man, for sure, as well. Yeah, and in jobs where I was real close with like the owners, you know, so then
That makes it worse.
it makes it worse, and you end up going out and they're shouting your drinks, you know what I mean, and or whatever, and then you know, and then you meet this person, you think it's a great opportunity or a great night or something, and then you end up in that same spot 3 hours before work on a bus,
Just fucking dying on the
Somewhere.
inside.
thinking I've got to get back to work.
Oh. And then you've wasted the whole morning and shit. I couldn't. Have you been on like a proper bender in a while?
Not
In a
while.
minute?
Nah.
I didn't go on a bender, but I got pretty fucking loose not too long ago. Oh, and it was only like a one day. It was pretty big though.
Yeah.
But I stayed awake and I heard those birds chirping for the first time in years. You know,
Yo.
you're fucking really off, like you're just off it and you're over it, and you see the sunrise and you just hear those birds and you're like, oh no. It's the next day. It's the worst feeling when you're almost 30 years old, bro. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know how I used to do that for like 4 days in a row.
I'll even have like a bad night's sleep, man, and I'll feel a little bit of the feeling, and then I think, wow.
Do you sleep?
How did I used
What
to do
time
that?
do you finish work?
Bro, I finish at 5 most night until there's a function or
That's
something.
not bad.
Yeah, bro.
That's not bad.
Cushion.
That's not
you know?
bad.
Yeah. So no, I'm happy.
That's
I'm
a
happy.
good.
I'm lucky. Yeah.
Monday, like weekends.
Yeah, I got the Sunday shift. That's what I. Yeah.
That's not too bad.
So we go halves.
You finish at 5, but on Sundays.
Yeah.
See, I reckon like I always used to think when I was working, I was like, if you start work at like 9 and finish at like 3, that's a day off. That's a day off because
Bro,
all the
no.
cool shit happens after 3 anyway.
That's right. Yeah.
You're just filling in time
That's
up
true.
until then.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
nice finishing work when the sun's out?
Oh, it's awesome.
That'd be gangster.
Necessary, bro. I got 2 kids, man, and it's just
Yeah.
like it was like I was at this, like I was at a couple spots before that, just working, just immense hours
bro.
just to rack up some cash. you
Coin.
know?
I don't know how chefs
And then, yeah.
function with kids. Like if you're a chef, like at really high end restaurants, I don't know how chefs that are pulling 80 to 90 hour weeks
Exactly.
have kids. Like, and all of my head chefs and shit, they all had kids, but they're pulling like 80, 90 hour weeks. It's like, fuck. Yeah, what's
You can have
that
kids,
like?
but you can't really
Be
be
a
a
dad.
father.
Nah.
Yeah.
No way.
Nah.
It's all about that work-life balance, but there's none
Yeah.
in kitchens.
No,
Or it
100%.
depends. It's. Do you know what though? It's a young man's
Yeah.
thing. A kitchen.
Yeah.
Have you seen that show, The Bear?
No, I haven't seen it.
Bro, it's such a good show.
Is it? Okay.
It's great if you're a chef. It's a good show as it is,
Yo.
but it's even better if you're a chef.
Yeah.
It's about this bloke. He's like, he's like one of the best chefs in the world at this restaurant in America, and his brother passes away, but his brother has like a little sandwich shop in Chicago, so he leaves his job to go and run the sandwich shop, but he's like this fucking really hectic chef, and he's going to this sandwich shop which is just a shambles.
Yo.
Like the staff are all fucked.
Okay, yeah.
He's trying to like hire new staff. It's fucking hilarious. It's so good. But you get flashbacks from like bad nights in the kitchen. You're like, oh my god, this is giving me anxiety. Just that docket roll. There's this one episode where the docket roll just would not stop, and just shit was going pear shaped. And it's like, this is so accurate. It's giving me anxiety. It's such a good show, bro. It's on Disney.
I'll have to check it out.
It's on Disney. It's so good.
Yeah.
So when you were growing up, what is like your favorite rapper? Like, was it Kanye? What were you growing up and listening to, and you were like, fuck, I love this?
Like early on, it was probably like Eminem, 50 Cent, bit of NWA.
50
Dre.
So good, bro.
Even some Wayne back then. And then I got into Jay-Z later. And then it was like, I reckon Watch the Throne would have dropped like when I just moved out of home or something. And then I was like, what? Because I already dug some Kanye stuff, and I already been getting into some Jay-Z, and then they done an album together. And I was just like, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? Then I got into the culture of this new, because I'd still been on, KRS-One and like, you know what I mean? Keeping it old school like that, even though I'm listening to Eminem, 50 and all that. So then that took me down the road of, the Kanye West road, you know what I mean? And
did you ever fuck with Aussie hip hop when you were growing up?
Yeah. And then it was like, obviously Hilltop Hoods, like Nosebleed Section dropped when I was fucking like 15 or something.
I used to love Bliss and SO when I was growing up.
Tripped me out.
I used to love Bliss and SO.
Yeah. No, I did like them, but obviously they weren't like on my like.
Not the
probably
same.
like I was probably a bigger Draft fan.
Draft.
Then.
He's still fucking doing the thing too.
No.
You don't hear much of him, but I heard the other day that he's still touring and shit.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know.
I'd probably rather that music, like, and Trigger produced a lot of drafts, like that first record, Brothers Grimm. Fuck, that was a wicked record. And obviously I was listening to Fun Cause. I was listening to Monops, bro. I was listening to Crex. I was listening to like Baddix. Like I was like local up, Getting Busy. Jesse Francis's old hip hop group.
Is that he had a group and everything?
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Where is it coming from? Getting Busy.
Sorry, Gifted but Twisted.
Gifted but Twisted.
Yeah. Gifted but Twisted. Yeah, so I was like full like big up the locals, you know what I mean? Like I would have had Monops like only in my headphones for months.
Monops can fucking rap,
Straight
man.
up. Well, TMT, the whole crew, you know what I mean?
He's so good.
And yeah, Hilltop's like that first record, that was like a life change. So yeah, for a while I fully went off like all American hip. I was like fully, that was that little kid,
Oh, when
like, fuck American hip hop.
That
We're fucking Aussie South Side.
That show I went to on the weekend, Goobsy's show, that was the first Aussie hip hop show I've been to, like first proper one.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
It's vibes, eh?
I got fucking so drunk with Manners.
Yeah, sick.
Me and Manners got fucking blackout drunk, and we were at this. Me and him were like, "What are we gonna do now?" So we went to this like kick-on party.
Yo.
And me and him were just on the couch, and I was so fucked. And Manners I was like, we were starving as well. I was like, "You hungry?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What do you want? I'll get us some Uber." And he's like, "All I want is 2 double quarter pounders, and an apple pie. I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, all right, whatever. I was like,
That sounds like some code or something.
I was like, surely this motherfucker's not going to eat that, like, inhale it. Because he's not that big a bloke. He's big, but he's not big. And he swallowed those I've never seen a motherfucker eat 2 double quarter pounders quicker in my life.
Back. Yeah,
nah, not at all, but he's such a G. Have you
Yeah.
ever chatted with him?
Oh, like, bro, a little bit, but not really. Like,
Such a-
I've never sat down with a bro.
Such a knowledgeable
before.
dude,
He's
man.
just-
He's like Yoda.
Yo.
He's just so smart.
Actually, we have once in like a green room, I reckon, we've had like a big conversation about like we went back through like the whole hip hop journey, bro. And it was like fun because it's like
he's very knowledgeable.
you both know,
and you're both vibing it.
and you both just because obviously not everyone knows how it all went down. You know what I mean?
I'm not at all a hip hop aficionado anymore because
Yo.
I fell out of love with it for too long. So I've just
yeah.
missed out on too much, and I'm not in the culture as much because I'm really into fucking heavy metal now.
That's dope.
I just love it. I
Big
fucking
energy
love
there,
it,
man.
dude. I went to a show with my missus. She took me to a show. I've told this story 100 times. But she took me to a show of these guys called Architects.
Yeah.
They were down, I think they're from the UK. And we went to this show. It was at the Thebby. And I'd never been to a metal show.
Yeah.
And it was fucking, like, for me, it was really heavy. And cunts were, like, punching on in the mosh and shit. And I was like, this is wild. It's just it's so different to a hip hop show. It's crazy.
I love the energy as well.
And it just sounds good live.
Oh, dude.
It's so
100%.
good live.
And all those guys care about is their fucking amps, bro, and their pedals.
It's crazy.
Like, for real, you know, they've spent good money on that shit. Rather than the outfit.
I started
No,
fucking playing guitar again after that show.
Oh, that's
I
killer.
fucking love it. I went and
Yeah.
bought a new guitar and shit.
Nah, there's nothing like a fucking live valve amp to fucking get shit popping.
Oh, dude, it's so nice. You play guitar as well.
I got the band together for the WOMAD show in March. And we played like a few gigs before that, and we'll be playing with the band on the September 2nd, Deep South. And it's just such a good feeling, like playing with...
I don't know how you do
With
play and
other
sing at the
people.
same time, obviously.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck, I don't know how you
But then
do
I put
that.
the guitar down when I really want to get busy, like, yeah,
I don't know how the fuck you can do that.
practice.
But when you see people that do it so effortlessly, like at the top 1% of people that can play, like Ed Sheeran, when they get those kind of they're not
Yeah.
playing the most hectic of chords and shit,
Yeah.
but he's singing so well,
Yeah.
and he's playing guitar just as well.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I can do... For me, like for some, you can see it as well. Like some people, they can play guitar so well that their vocals can then ride.
Yeah, they ride the rhythm of the guitar.
Yeah, but for me, I just got my vocals that locked down
Have you seen
that I
these?
can play guitar on top.
Oh,
Like it's the
right.
other way around.
So it's the other
You know what
way.
I mean?
Like
So
your
my vocals
vocals
are coming through.
Because we were talking before off camera
But
about how
sometimes I gotta like think for a second.
we were talking.
Oh, that's right. It's an A minor.
We were talking
Motherfucker.
off camera about how, because like your heritage is Maori.
Yeah.
Like you're just born with vocal cords.
Yeah.
The
Fuck
amount of times like you'd see like a fucking 6'6" Maori that's 4'8"
Big
wide
mocker.
with fucking just tattoos all over him, and then he just sings like the sweetest angel.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
Islanders in general, man. Yeah.
And they can all play guitar. You just can all play guitar. Just you just all know one chord at least.
Someone's gotta know how
Someone
to,
knows
right?
a chord.
Yeah. Nah, it's
What
good.
is that with? Is it just Maori culture?
Like singing's always been in the culture.
Because I've always wondered why you all have just like beautiful voices. A lot of you, and you're all you've got good rhythm. Like all of you are born with rhythm.
Yeah, 100%.
I've got no rhythm in me. I've got a
there's
little
always
bit. I've got a little
There's
bit.
always
But
rhythm.
you're born with an excess amount.
Yeah, bro.
But what is it?
100%.
Just in the
I
culture?
wish I knew. I don't know exactly the answer to that, but I know that it's true for sure.
Have you been? Would you say? I don't know. You said you haven't been back home in a while, or so you've been back to NZ.
Oh, bro, we had a real year of loss. Like 2 years ago. And like, this is my partner's side of the family, lost big members of their family. We lost like the two biggest members, Nanny and Grands, in like, you know what I mean? Boom, boom. And they're like the matriarchs, you know, that hold everything down. So obviously I fly back for that, but then I haven't been able to like go back and
Enjoy it
and see everyone and properly.
And how did you organise the show over there? So is that another kind of festival type deal, or is that a solo kind of?
Nah, this is like in the city, like Auckland.
That's sick.
Like in one of the main streets, like right in the centre neck of the woods. And actually it was Patrick Winty a while back, like a while back. Told me about that spot. So I just hit him up. Big ups.
That'll be sick to perform in NZ.
Oh, I can't wait, bro. I feel like it's going to be a buzz. Yeah, and I feel like it was funny. I hit a couple people up, right, from like Evandale, where my brother and sister grew up. And then they had like heard of my tunes. And that blew me away.
No shit.
So I was like, shit. It does travel. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it does.
It's weird
but
it's weird. I remember
it does. Sometimes.
It's weird when someone comes up to you that you don't know and just like, oh, are you that person? It's like, yeah, I am.
yeah, exactly. Or someone who is like Tom Scott is like a lot higher on the, you know what I mean? So yeah, I was like, oh, that's killer. And then the venue was keen and everything, you know what I mean? It was all real positive. I was like, sweet, let's do this.
When I went to that,
Sell it out.
when I went to Goobsy's show on the Cogs's show that Goobsy played at, that was the first time I was like, oh, people actually listen to my podcast, because there was heaps of motherfuckers in there that I had no clue who they were, and they were just like saying mad love to me, and I was like, that's so dope.
It's so dope, man.
It's so dope. I reckon it'd be
It's a new era as well, man. That's what I've been noticing. It's a full...
What do you mean by that?
Like fresh.
Mm.
In the ways of like, you know how like all these old sort of pinnacles of like what made... or I'm talking hip hop, but also in like life. They're not so much turning like all the fresh cats that are listening to. They're not necessarily paying that same homage to like the things that have been there for 10 years.
I know.
Do you get
what
what
you're
I
saying.
mean?
Like,
and a lot of people hate on that. Like, oh, like, you know, this show's been going for 25 years. Like, they need to respect like this hip hop or this drum and bass or this
young ones
whatever
don't give
it
a
is.
fuck.
And they do not care, bro. And they're just jumping on whatever feels good on their little screen. Boom, boom.
It's
you
like
know,
what?
It's not like they got told by an older head, like, nah, you got to go this way. Da da da. You know, it's just like wiped clean. Fucking let's go.
That's like, well, I don't even remember the last time I watched a fucking Channel 7, 9 or 10.
That's exactly right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
And back in the day,
Yeah.
like when we
Right,
were
having
growing
it all.
up, that's
Yeah.
what you watched. Or Foxtel. I don't even know if people still have fucking Foxtel.
Yeah, it was all channeled down, you know.
The
through
only
these-
time we had Foxtel was when we get those little chips that like jailbroke them, and you get all those channels for free.
Classic.
But
yeah.
like no one watches TV. Kids don't watch TV anymore. Kids don't listen to the radio. You got an aux cord.
That's right.
Like no one listens to the radio. No one cares about the radio. Like last night, I went to my mother-in-law's house, and they're older, so they watch the news and shit. They like channel set. Like it's an older person thing.
Yeah, exactly.
They like watching the news. And I was just watching the news, and I was like, fuck. Imagine being a grown man and having to put on a fake voice and talk about shit you don't want to talk about. Like they're talking all this shit on the news about stuff that doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's just stupid.
Yeah.
And they'll lie.
Yeah.
And then you'll go to like Channel 9, and they'll just say a completely different fucking thing of the same thing.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
like, well, who's right?
Full puppets.
It's
like,
so
yeah.
weird. But
Yeah.
kids, like you say, it's fresh now. Kids don't fall into that. They just kind of, whatever's good on their screen, whatever pops up when they swipe next, they vibe with.
That's exactly right.
And
yeah.
that's what, it doesn't matter if they're like famous or if they have 10 subscribers or 10 million. It's just what they
Exactly.
like now.
That's right. Yeah. Which has its positives and its negatives, like in both ways. But it's like just got to embrace it. Eh? That's what I find. Like, no point hating. Like yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of haters now too. I've got some hate comments for the first time. Actually, the first time I copped it really bad was I have this clip of me talking, not shit, because Eminem's not in my top 3 or 5 artists of all time, but I said he's not in mine, but I understand that he's still the best. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I understand that he's the best, but
Wow.
he's just not my...
That's a lot of props anyway.
He's not my
Yeah.
cup of... Like, I don't sit down and listen to Eminem tracks.
Yeah.
All of my favourite Eminem tracks are with D12.
Yeah, there you
Because
go.
I like D12.
I haven't listened. Like I grew up on like Marshall Mathers LP. What
Great
was
songs.
The last album that I like thrashed would have been the Eminem Show.
Mm.
Like I feel like that is a great album, but even that album was, it's like definitely was even an evolution into like a pop side of it. You know what I mean? Like all different sides, but I like embraced that, And then after that, he just went full crazy, like with the accents and everything.
Yeah, it's just
And
too
then
much.
then when he come back, it didn't go back to
That.
like,
I think the last album I like...
even the rhyme schemes. Like, I don't actually dig the flows that he uses a lot in the new ones. Like his new way of putting
It's just more him
rhythm,
flexing.
the rhythm together.
Yeah, it's just more him flexing now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just which I think is cool because it's like if that's what he has fun with or whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't need a rap anymore.
Yeah, if he has fun with it, and then people still vibe with it.
You have
It's
to
cool.
You have to find things as well. When you're Eminem's age and his status,
Slim Shady LP.
you have to find things that make you want to keep going. And if his new way of doing
Yeah.
shit is what makes him want to keep going, then power to him.
Yeah, that's
but as soon as I said that, got like 20,000 views in a minute, and it was because I had like 600 people commenting on it, calling me a fucking crackhead because I just said that Eminem wasn't in my top
bro,
5.
that's so funny, man. But that's cool.
Yeah, it's good.
That's awesome.
I loved it, but that was the first time I received like heaps of hate, and I was like,
yeah.
I gotta like give him some back. And my missus is like, Sav, if you reply to one of them, you're gonna fucking just start replying to all. So I was like, nah, I gotta leave it.
Yeah, you gotta
But
leave it.
the last album I like listened back to front 100 times would have to be Hobson's Knock Madness.
All right.
I think that was the last album I like listened to
Wow.
back to front 100
Yo.
times. I used to love
He's got some
Hobson.
loyal fans, eh?
Yeah, he's a hard person to be a
got
fan
some
of.
loyal fans.
He's fucking.
Yeah,
Is he like
I
releasing?
never got into him, eh?
Nah, I understand why.
I still like. He would release like. What was the ones he would release like, and it got up to like number 5.
Minds.
Ill Minds.
Yeah,
I
they're
got into
excellent.
those, bro.
They're fucking excellent.
And like the video ideas and everything was sick.
Do you ever get into Dizzy Riot?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Just when he was on that tour, I reckon I was checking him out.
Dizzy Riot's got some shit.
Yeah.
I reckon
And I was
you'd
like,
really
oh, shit,
because
this is
he's
cool.
got nice little like Marley vibes sometimes. He's
Yeah,
like just
bro.
real chilled and fucking flowy. He's real
Yeah,
good.
he is flow. He's good. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a good thing going for a while, but I don't know. That's about the time I fell out of love with rap because
Yeah.
in that era was like
Coming into
it was coming into like that
full
whole
trap.
SoundCloud kind of mumble
Yeah.
rappy kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't really. And do you know what? I was talking to Manners about it, and he's like, "What's it to you though?" And I was like, because I was hating on him a bit.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
like, "What's it like?" That's their thing, man. And
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's people that love that. So there's a market for it. And I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair. It's just not my shit though." I just
Yeah.
can't do it. I don't know. It just sounds like noise. You know when
Yeah.
you're young and you play some music and your parents are like, what the fuck's that noise?
Mm-mm.
That's how I feel
Yeah,
about
right.
that.
And I feel like it developed from, like dudes real young
Yeah.
jumping onto the trap styles.
Young as.
You know what I mean? And then instead of learning necessarily how to like rap dope, they would just sort of like whack the tune on and
Focus
just
on a
make
hard
sure you
beat.
get the good, like try get a flow that can like push the tune.
And their
make it
songs
work.
are only like and now songs
Couple
are
minutes.
songs are like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Yo.
Like that. What's that? The Ice Spice girl. Have you seen her?
Yeah, I've seen it. Like I've seen it.
Her songs are
reel.
like fucking 45 seconds, a minute long, and they got like 6 bars, but they're huge.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
But good power
And
to
that-
her.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, these people know how to like play the game. Like,
They know the algorithm.
yeah, and I think I just would never feel like I would never feel okay.
There's some songs that go hard.
Yeah,
Like that Little Uzi Vert's I Just Want to Rock or whatever it is. I
yeah.
Want to Rock.
Yeah.
That's just, there's like 4 words in that song, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hard. Like
Yeah.
it's a hard song.
no, that's right. And that's where I think as well. Like I sent a 16 bar off like the other day just to a mate of mine, like a producer, but he produces like shit like that, you know, like full just perfect for like auto tune.
Perfect for TikTok.
Yeah. And, you know, he didn't really give a fuck about like the content of the verse. But the little part where I'm doing the little flowy bit, you know what I mean? Like, baby, they can't stop me now. Da-na-na-na, you know, and he's like, oh, boom, I like that, you know? And I was like, oh, okay. I sort of gave me some understanding because I was like, oh, fuck. All right, so these dudes are just searching for that little bit that makes you feel good. You know when you might listen to like some songs back in the day and you'll be like locked in on the content or the story of what it is, but then there's a little flow in it that like really tickles your fucking boat.
I know. I can tell you.
Really
I can
fucking
tell you
makes
the.
you feel
I
fun,
can tell you the
you know?
exact song right now.
Yo.
It's a real niche song. It's a real niche song.
Yeah.
It's a collab of 2 artists. So Kanye's Love Lockdown
Yeah.
mix, the LMFAO did a remix of it, and there's this little tiny, there's like 3 seconds in that song where it's like, oh, I like the whole song, but there's that 3 seconds
That
of that
little-
song like just gives me like that, oh.
That feeling. And that's just what they're chasing. Like there's
Yeah.
not even chasing a story. Like you
Love
know what I
Lockdown's
mean?
such a fucking good song,
Yeah,
actually.
that's dope. Yeah. So yeah, it's a funny world, but it's yeah. This is the first like God Gave Me Courage album I dropped like a week ago. It was the first album where
That's available on Spotify, YouTube,
everywhere.
Everywhere.
God Gave Me Courage. Go check it.
TAIAHA.
Bang on.
Bang.
TAI to the AHA.
Nice.
Yeah.
I practiced that.
So yeah, it's got multiple producers. So often I've been making my own all my joints like bottom up.
Mm.
So and then I just like flexed on it as a vocalist, you know, instead of trying to like you know, I just tried to like make it a dope hip hop record as much as I could, you know. Because I'm a creative dude, I'm always like flipping things around and like changing time signatures and doing weird shit. So I was like, all right, let's just try nail some dope songs, you know. And that's cool because I go into like, yeah, onto like traps. It's a lot of it's like 120, 135 beats.
So you like get really into like the mechanics of music and shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Always have. Yeah. So it's like, but yeah, it's what I'm proud of this because I feel like it kept up with the times, you know, this record, but it still is like true to who I am.
you.
I haven't changed me or nothing like that. I just
And that's
done
it
what I
at the end
think's
of the
dope.
day. Because the worst thing that could happen is you do some shit that you hate and you sacrifice it.
flops.
No, and then it does well,
Oh,
and then
shit.
you're fucking
You
known.
can never change
and
it.
then you're known for that. That as a creative person would be the most upsetting fucking thing in the world, bro. So imagine you do
brother.
some shit you hate and you're just like, fuck it, I'll just release it. And then that hits really hard. And then everyone's like, yeah, let's do more of that. You have to.
You have to.
It's fucked.
I mean, I think there's a few people in that position, man.
Yeah, 100%. There's heaps of them. Most
But at
of
least
them.
at least they've got some cash.
Most of them
No.
are in that position.
Yeah,
You think all those
yeah.
motherfuckers playing Thor and the Avengers want to play them for the next 25 years? No, they have to do now.
Yeah,
That's
right.
their job
Yeah.
now. They're fucking superheroes for the
Yeah.
rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
that's it.
You can't be anything
Forever.
else. He's fucking Wolverine.
Yeah, fuck, that's classic, bro. Yeah, nah, that's exactly it. So yeah, man. And you know, I also think that one day I'll do a almost fully vocal album, like singing.
Singing,
Yeah, I reckon it'll happen.
just with like a guitar backtrack.
I'm not sure how it's gonna happen. Like, I'm still making hip hop like at the moment. I'm still
It'd be a different
people
kind
still
of.
sending me beats. I'm still writing these stories down.
It'd be a
as my
different
life goes
skill
on.
set to write like a song you sing rather than rap, wouldn't it? It's like they're
Yeah.
two totally different things because you got different things to worry about on both.
That's right. And yeah, like I think like because I still write like singing songs now, but I'll just tuck them away. You know what I mean? Or even, you know, even a couple I've given away, sold, stuff like that.
Singing
Which would
definitely.
be a great path one day as well. But what I wouldn't know how to do, right, is I write like, let's call it the core of a song. So you'll have all the melodies and like chords and changes and the timing. But you can change that, bro. You could make that a reggae song. You could put the funk into it, R&B, and just do it like more over a hip hop, but sing it. Or you could do like, you could get the drum and bass out and do a big tune like that, and do the halftime singing over it, and just keep it as an 8-bar hook. Or you know what I mean? There's so many ways to go with it that I just keep all these little gems like tucked away, and I think, wow, what should I do with that? You know, sometimes I dig in the bag, grab a hook, you know, because like they're obviously often perfect hooks, you know, in there, but especially if they're like real personal. But yeah, I'll reach in that bag one day. But yeah,
Singing, I reckon, would be heaps harder to break through in than rapping. I feel like. Is that a thing? You reckon?
I think it's hard either.
Either way, it's hard.
All I do know that hip hop rap is like just a way more our own culture outside of like, just look at what Kirst has done.
He's fucking so
Just
done
fucking go look what he's
so
done,
well,
man.
bro. He's done so well for himself. His
You know?
last album really good.
And it's
too.
really good, and I like how he just piled on all the tracks and didn't cut any, and just fucking went for it.
He's like, this is it. This is all you're gonna get from me. This is the last. Like
this is me.
He's done.
And I just respect it, bro. And I thought, fuck, like there's not many
He's the guy.
other genres. I can't even imagine like probably heavy metal is the only other space where you can really get fans to support you when there's no radio, no nothing. But I don't reckon even the heavy metal scene can do. They'll buy like the vinyls and the t-shirts and that, but like, are they gonna like jump on and just push you through the interweb all day? I don't think so.
Curse has diehard fans.
Yeah, bro. And
he's the goat of Aussie hip hop.
yeah, bro.
It's
From this era, yeah,
it's undeniable.
Yeah, exactly.
He has to be.
And of the genre, man, because yeah, you look at these other ones and they just put that soft fucking edge in, which even though I sing, none of my shit's soft, bro. All my tracks go hard. Even when I'm singing like real soulful and fucking, you know what I mean? They're still hard, bro. Hard as nails. But when there's these other guys just get these poppy hooks on, and it's just.
Have
like,
you heard
I
those?
just can't listen to it.
Those Islander boys. I think it's from. They're from Sydney. Is it the 046? Have you heard of them?
Oh, it rings
The
a bell.
046. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that.
Does ring a bell?
I'm
yeah.
gonna get their area code wrong and fucking
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah.
But they're I think they're a group of Islanders and they got a real nice R&B sound to them.
Yeah.
In a lot of their songs, and I fucking love
you
it.
dig it. Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
got some real nice R&B like vibes to their songs.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And you don't hear much like old school R&B's like so
The
forgotten.
beats are so hard too.
Right.
Like some of those beats are just like, ooh, and then when you get a nice vocal on it, it's dope.
Oh.
But yeah, I've never been like die-hard fan of R&B, to be honest, like either. But I've always had it around,
R&B.
like, but never fully.
There
Some
are
of those
some
vocal
tracks.
runs are crazy, man.
There's some tracks. There are some good tracks. R&B's good, but it's not. I don't know. It's lost in the.
This is a very big genre as well.
Is it
crazy.
as big as it used to be? Like I don't know. I don't listen to the radio,
I
so
think it's
I only see what
Yeah.
my algorithm tailors me to see.
I love it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like everyone's almost in their own world now because I don't listen to radio.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
I was saying before.
So I don't know what's hot at the moment. I'll just talk
Yeah.
shit and pretend like I know what I'm saying.
I used to play the mainstream radio just to keep in touch. Now even Big L couldn't put it on. I leave it off.
I wouldn't even know the last time I listened to the radio.
No, I don't really know.
It's just
going to
be
I
Taylor
think
Swift.
everything's just real merged into each other, bro.
It sounds a lot the
Do you
same.
get what I mean? Like I hear stuff which has like massive sub basses with like like a blues sample that sounds like a 90s R&B, and then you've got like some like, you know, sort of catchy like chick singing some vocals on it or something. You know what I mean?
Just
It's
fucking-
just sort of,
Just
it's
doesn't
not like
make
there's
sense.
a big culture holding that song up at all.
It's just
but
the
I'm
moment.
not saying it's bad. Like,
But it's just the moment.
sound-
It's just the vibe at the moment.
yeah, it sounds cool.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like there's no rules. Like, but that's how there's the positives and negatives to that. Like, it's just like there's no rules. Like,
And they
you can
don't
go-
really make songs anymore because they just remaster or remake songs now. Like they'll sample the shit out of some song.
I know.
Like I can't remember what song it was the other day, but it came on at where I work, and I was like, they were like, "Oh, this is such."
Was it The Weekend?
No, I can't remember what it was, but it was like it's just a song that you grow up with. I can't remember what it was.
Yo.
But it was the new version of it. And they were like, this is a good song. I was like, you don't know the original version
Yeah.
of this song?
Yeah.
And they
And
were
that's
like,
why people get pissed off, because they're like, what do you mean?
it's like, what? But
Yeah,
the kids
yeah.
don't give a fuck. They're
No,
18.
no,
they don't give
that's
a
right.
fuck.
Just whatever's popping.
That's
Yeah,
like,
it's
you
all
know,
good.
that Don't Stop Believing by Journey?
No.
Don't stop
Oh, okay.
believing.
Yeah.
I was fucking...
Shit, yeah.
That's in the final episode of The Sopranos. That's the song that played.
Okay, yeah.
That's how I know that song.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
And I was playing it the other day, and this fucking bitch was like, "Oh, isn't this the song from that show Glee?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Glee? It's from
Sopranos.
It's from the last episode of The Sopranos. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Fucking Glee.
Back up, SM.
You're gonna talk about fucking Glee to
Yeah.
me? I don't know what a Glee is.
Yeah, it's crazy, eh?
It's crazy, but it is. You get old. I'm grumpy old cunt now. It's just how it is.
Yeah, bro. Oh, it's wild. It's a wild ride, that's for sure.
It is a wild ride.
But what did I say before? Yeah, you just got to let the haters hate, eh? No point hating.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
It's just...
We all
it is what it
judge.
is. I'll fucking
No.
judge your ass, bro. I'm never going to be above
We all
judging people.
judge
I'm
inside.
never
No.
going to be above judging people. I'll just do it in my head.
Yeah, bro.
Just do it quietly.
100%.
Don't say it.
Nah, that's part of life, judging, man. Yeah.
Sometimes I just like to sit down and watch people. Just to fucking just to judge them, you know?
Yeah.
Just people watching. It's one of the best things you can do.
Yeah, 100. Yeah. definitely pass the time, mate.
I used to love sitting down in the middle of like Hindley Street or Rundle Street and just with a beer and just fucking sitting on a chair and just watching people, because you can just gather so much information just from watching people. It's fucking crazy. It's like, oh, those two people aren't happy with each other. This person's doing this. Like, you know what I mean?
Free TV.
Free TV. The best TV show in the world.
Yeah. And real life. I think that's a good, because I'm trying to really like earth down back into real life. And I find I've been on this like hustle to release this album with the WOMAD thing and a couple other big shows, like 3-day New Year's Eve rave, plus some like work with like the community and shit, like helping the youngins, you know? And I've just been like having to like continually sort of post what I'm doing and like update and just, you know, I don't mind the back of house like emails and shit. Just like, cause I like get off on a nice video. I love like a nice fucking album cover and, you know, getting everything correct, you know? But as far as like trying to post every day and like worry about what everyone's thinking and shit,
It's tiring,
it's so tiring, brother.
Yeah.
I find it so tiring. I'm just like, you know, I have to like delete the thing off my phone and then just like go on my computer, do, you know, and like have a list and just do it there, because I'm just like getting lost in the.
That's
in
a
the
good
world,
way to do it, though.
you know.
That's a heaps good way to do it, to just have all your shit on your computer. So then, like, that's computer time.
That's computer time. Yeah, brother. So
Especially
that's
with
when
kids and shit, you don't have time to be fucking around on your phone too much.
That's right. It looks whack, man.
Bro, did you ever dabble in TikTok?
Yeah, bro. I made a TikTok. Well, I've literally never scrolled TikTok.
Don't do it.
I didn't follow no one.
The
I just
second you
fucking-
scroll, it's
Yeah,
over.
I
It's
thought so.
over.
Yeah, I'm glad, bro.
It's
I'm
over.
glad you tell me this.
Even
man.
Instagram Reels, man. I
Yeah.
can get stuck on the algorithm's so good. I will get fucking stuck on that
Yeah.
for like an hour at a time.
It's crazy. I have got stuck on that one before, yeah, but I was like, nah, I ain't having this. Man.
TikTok's
I ain't
next
having
level.
This, is it? Yeah.
They know what you like as soon as you log in, because as soon as you hit accept, they have all the information on your phone. Everything.
Wow.
Every page you visit, everyone you message, what you talk about, like the
Keywords,
fucking what websites you visit, what YouTube videos you watch, what, you know what I mean? They have access to everything as soon as you hit confirm. So the second you start scrolling, it knows exactly what you like. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
It gets you. And do you know what? That's why people don't have fucking attention spans.
Yeah.
Because you get in these dope minute, 20-second videos. If a video is like 3 minutes now, people are, oh, fuck this. It's too long.
It's too long.
It's too long.
Wow.
It's too long. Even movies.
That's what we're dealing
I don't
with.
even know why. I don't even think movie industry's fucked now because people got no attention span.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucked.
Yeah, that's crazy, eh?
Writers are going on strike and shit. Everyone's fucking angry.
Yeah. Times are changing.
I was talking with Goobsy the other day. It's crazy that music artists don't go on strike because they're getting dicked.
Yeah.
Music artists have been getting dicked for years.
For a long time.
But
bro.
now with Spotify and stuff, Snoop Dogg
You can see
reckons
it,
he
yeah.
hasn't even made he's made pennies from it.
Yeah.
And he has like over 1 billion plays.
Yeah, bro.
How do you do that?
And it's just like any business. Like, that's where, like, dudes like Drake and shit.
They branch out.
Nah, getting those deals, like, directly with Apple Music. And then he, like, held off on the Spotify, but ended up getting a deal with them. This is ages ago, too. This is years ago, bro. And, you know, so then... obviously it's little things like they can just exclusively release it here or there or whatever they're doing for a second. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is that the deal is done like direct company to company, and then they're going to get like, you know, like something like 70%.
Yeah, see, that's all
We're
right.
getting like 1%.
On Spotify. Yeah, see, and everyone's like, oh, in the comment section, everyone's like, oh, he can cry on top of his millions of fucking dollars. Well, no, it's his his fucking money. It's his songs. He deserves the money.
Oh, 100%.
Like, it's his money.
Yeah.
I'd prefer, like, wouldn't you prefer it in the artist's hands rather than some fucking greedy cunt who, like, he's a fucking multi-fucking billionaire anyway, sitting on the top of his chair being rude to fucking everyone. You'd rather him have the money.
Super rude,
You'd rather that dickhead have the money than Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's a national fucking treasure.
Oh, he's a national treasure. And look at all the work he has, like all the Bollywood films and shit he's got to be in to like, because he's not getting the Spotify plays, man.
Right.
I mean, the percents, man. That's crazy.
He used to do commentary on a UFC show, The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
He used to do Dana White Contender Series. I can't remember, but they had to move his commentary box because he just kept smoking weed.
Yeah.
And he would get like the fighters' contact highs and shit. So they had to move him.
What a legend.
They had to move him to. I think he's the only person in the world that could go to any country in the world and smoke marijuana, and he'd be fine. Or like he could go to Saudi Arabia and just light up a joint in the airport. I don't think anyone would say anything.
Most definitely.
He's got it sorted.
Yeah.
He's got it sorted.
Yeah.
He's one of the.
It took him a long time.
Yeah, he's been doing it for fucking 30 years.
But that's the thing about those deals, bro. Is like it's because I seen Jigga do that as well. Jay-Z.
So he has a direct.
Like at first he only released that dope album. What was it? 444 on
Apple
Tidal.
Or Tidal.
His own thing. And then he slowly, once they come to the party, he was like, all right, here you go. Like, I'm taking this much and you can have this and here you go. De La Soul, I think, fought for their rights. They took all their music down and then, But you got to have...
You got to be a big name.
Push, bro.
I was going to say, you'd have to be a big name.
Like, yeah.
Fucking Spotify.
Some of the classics, probably it's worth it for them, you know, because they're like already made their name want them and now off. They're just, you know.
Well, Spotify paid Joe Rogan $200 million for his podcast.
Yeah.
Like, you can pay other people money too.
It'd be nice, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Joe Rogan fucking probably is worth that because he's most listened to podcast in the world.
Yeah.
But he's not getting 1 billion. He's not on Snoop Dogg's fucking views.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's crazy. Do you know what's crazy? There's people that stream on Twitch and shit making more than people in the NBA.
I did not know that.
There's this streamer, Aiden Ross.
Oh, yeah.
He signed like a 90 or 100 million. It was like a multi-year deal for like 80 million a year. So it was like $200 million contract. I'm making up the numbers.
Yeah.
But it worked out to more than LeBron James was getting paid this year.
Bro, that's crazy.
All he does, he doesn't, on stream, he just talks and just is a little bit of a menace, like 3-4 days a week for a couple hours. Yeah. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
And dudes that build themselves up these ways, like how do they even do it? I don't know, but yeah.
I think you just got to be...
It's wild, eh?
A lot of it would, not a lot, but it'd be 65-70% luck.
Yeah.
It'd have to...
And it's lots of different events all together.
It's just a perfect storm.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
COVID made a lot of young kids very rich.
Yeah.
Because they had fuck all to do. Yeah. So they'd jump on stream.
Everyone was listening, eh?
And everyone was listening. Like, so many brands got built and destroyed during COVID. Heaps. But there was a lot of success stories out of COVID, especially in like the social media space.
Yo.
TikTok made fucking more millionaires, I guarantee, than anything during COVID.
Yeah. What a crazy time, eh?
Crazy time. You can fucking... you can go on the internet, shake your ass.
Yeah.
And for 13 seconds and you can... Fucking OnlyFans. People making like...
Boost
200 grand a month.
That's it, man. Yeah. Oh, bro. That's exactly it. So that's what I can't even get into it. You know.
Oh, you could do it.
Into the.
There'd be some people.
Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, no worries. Some feet shots and shit. Hey.
Yeah,
fucking-
feetfinder.com.
Yeah. My mate's on some fucking on the beer gut.
You really?
Yeah, he's got to upkeep that every night. 6 beers at least.
That's not
to
bad.
fucking, keep that going. But nah, I mean like, just the upkeep, the tiring upkeep. Like,
Yeah,
it's already
it'd be
enough
miserable.
for what goes on. Just for the music shit. Like, let alone trying to actual fucking
Posting,
get
because
people to fucking.
I do
oh,
all
bro.
this by myself. So I do, like, after this, I'll go inside, I'll make a thumbnail. Tomorrow night, I'll make like 2 or 3 clips out of it.
Yeah.
Then I'll cut shorter clips for TikTok and shit.
Yeah.
And then I got to post them. And then I got
In
to,
order,
then I got to post them on Facebook,
Yeah.
TikTok, Instagram,
Yeah.
like wherever. And then I'm like, fuck. It would
Can
actually.
you post from TikTok from your computer? No, you can't.
I think you can.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
But because I'm always on the go, it's easier to do it on my
On your
phone.
Yeah.
But
How do you deal with getting a larger file onto your phone? If
nah,
it
it's
is larger.
easy. So I can upload. So for like my 5-minute clips for YouTube and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
I just pre-upload them, and then
Yeah.
I can change the thing on my phone from private to public.
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
they're already uploaded. I just change the privacy on them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But with TikTok clips and shit,
Yeah.
I'll upload them to like Google Drive,
Yeah.
and then I'll just download them when I need them on my phone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a fuck. I don't do no, bro. I couldn't even use a computer before this podcast. So I was like, I still don't know how to use a computer for this podcast.
Dude, that's fucking dope.
I've had to fucking learn. It's crazy. Because I dropped out in year like 10.
Dude, I'm fucking proud of you, man.
Yeah, thanks,
It's
man.
fucking dope.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Shit.
So when did you decide you were going to go to New Zealand? Were you like, was that the plan all along? Or
Yeah. I was already missing Aotearoa.
are you Aotearoa?
Yeah.
Or how can't I say it? How do you say it?
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa.
Yeah.
That's how the
That's the
white
one.
people say it. Aotearoa.
Land of the long white cloud.
Are you from where is South? Are you South or
North Island. Never
North.
been South Island in my whole life.
Everyone talks about South Island. I don't
They
hear
love it.
shit about North Island.
Yeah.
What's North Island got going
Go
on over
down
there?
to the South Island. No.
The North's really good. Everyone wants to.
Yeah, North Island.
It's fucking cold everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably warmer up north, like, especially if you're right up the top.
Yeah.
But it's still cold. Cold area.
Where the fuck was Lord of the Rings filmed?
Yeah, North Island.
Was that North?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got all them pretty hills and shit down that way.
I'm sure that So yeah. Most of my line comes from down those ways, like Whangamataha, Rotorua.
I'd love
But-
to go to NZ. Apparently, best
I love it
pies
up
in the
north.
world.
Well, they put cheese in.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
and that's the game breaker. That's
They
the
put
changer.
cheese in the pie.
It's not the pastry. It's not the meat. It's the cheese, bro.
They put cheese in their pie.
Yeah, like if it doesn't have cheese, is it even a pie?
Really?
Yeah,
That's a game changer.
yeah, bro.
Do you know I'm
So
doing?
you'll be getting steak, but it's steak and cheese.
Fuck
Or you'll be getting a
off.
mince, but it's mince and cheese.
Fuck off. And
that
you
flaky pastry.
I like how you eat a lot of raw fish and shit. I
Fucking
love that.
love raw fish.
I love that. And they eat a lot of sea
I'm the
urchins
type
up
to just
there.
start cutting up a tuna, bro,
Mm.
and just like dabbing it with a bit of soy sauce and lime juice.
I was gonna say, do you make like ceviche over there? You just got
No.
different, but you just make it with coconut milk.
Yeah, it's an islander thing. Yeah,
Is it, what do you
But they
use?
get
Coconut milk?
yeah, coconut. Yeah, it's still the base. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
I've always wanted to try it.
yeah,
It looks nice.
yeah. It is. Yeah, good.
But
shit.
they eat heaps of sea urchins and shit there too. And I
Yeah,
love sea
yeah.
urchin.
You get a high off that shit, man.
I just went to Japan.
Pop them all open, bro,
And
you
fucking-
just
I
get
nailed
this
it.
protein high.
It's so sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just want to
sweet
take
and
over.
salty.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Take over a small village.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, NZ would be good. I'm actually doing a series. I'm filming it on Saturday. Adelaide's Best Pie.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
I've got a contender.
go. Which bakery?
No, it's actually at my work.
Really?
We just started making a lamb pie.
Oh, I'm
I've
not
been rolling
not
pies,
doing
but no,
restaurants.
not restaurant. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not doing
yeah,
restaurants
yeah,
yet. If the series goes
yeah,
well, I will. But I thought that would be unfair because
It is unfair.
it's unfair.
Sour cream pastry. Oh shit.
Oh, bullshit! Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Now,
Pick a pie. Vale.
isn't Pick a Pie in Meadows?
Oh, there probably is one. Yeah, I've heard of this one
Because
too.
everyone's talking about Pick a Pie in
Yeah,
Meadows.
and that's another one.
Everyone. What's
Yeah.
their like? Do they have like a signature pie? Because I don't want just a meat fucking pie.
I think they do all sorts of types, bro.
Because there's this
They even do like kangaroo and
there's
like,
this bakery up in Para Hills, Para Hills, Para Hills Hot Bread Bakery, Vietnamese bakery,
Oh wow.
bro. They do a tom yum lobster pie,
Wow.
and they got a beef.
I'm not convinced, but I'm
No,
always down to try something.
They got their signature pie, and believe me when I say it's the nicest pie I've ever eaten in my life. It was a pho pie. So
Really?
yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
It had like beef tendon in it, like
Oh, okay.
chunky
yeah.
beef brisket tendon. It had like a real thick.
Yeah,
pho broth.
how did they thicken it?
Like I imagine it's with cornstarch or something.
yeah.
They have a real thick like pho gravy, and they put a
Right.
couple vermicelli
Hot?
like noodles in it. Hot, so good, bro. Oh,
It must have been. It must have. I guess it's just how good the pho.
It was so good. They're legit in there, but then
Because I tried a few different like curry pies.
yeah,
bro,
nah, I don't like curry
it's
pies.
never worked out.
I
for
don't
me.
like, and I'm not gonna get a meat pie from every place. I'm gonna get this. What's your signature pie?
Okay, cool.
Because I don't want to put sauce on it. You know what I
I
mean?
love it. Yeah,
I want the pie.
nice.
I want the pie, but I'm gonna start off at Cafe de Villiers because that's a staple.
Yeah,
Everyone's been drunk at 4 a.m. at Cafe de
yeah,
Villiers.
most definitely.
Get some marinated chicken or chips, cheese, and gravy.
Yeah, I've been there.
You been there?
Yeah. for
I've always
sure.
wondered why they never brought one down here. They got one
Yeah,
up
who knows?
north.
They probably just ship the pies themselves, don't they?
It's
Just
so
sort of-
nice. But yeah, I got Para Hills. Apparently, there's this really dope bakery in Bel Air. I don't remember what it's called, but I might check that out. I was thinking maybe I go to Port Elliot, but Port Elliot's mostly
Claire's in Bel Air.
yeah. I don't know Claire's in Bel Air. It's called Banana something. But I was gonna go to Port Elliot, but they're mostly known for their donuts.
Okay. Yeah.
Port Elliot
I think
Bakery
I've heard
does
of that
slap
one
though.
too.
Port Elliot
Yeah.
Bakery, it does slap for donuts,
Yeah.
but it's
Well,
really
this
hard.
it's exciting.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. But you reckon you've got a
Pies.
pie that slap lamb shank or what's the go there?
It's actually just like legs.
Yeah,
Yeah, roasted,
nice.
slow. Just yeah. It's actually got olives in,
Olives, I fucking like that.
but not like cooked in to the lamb. I think that's I've seen someone make this pie before in my history, and it's a classic southern pie. But they cooked the olives in the lamb, and it just ruined everything.
Kind of bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this time we just put a few olives on top.
nice.
So yeah, but it's
Is it a pot pie or is it a pie?
no, it's a standalone pie.
It's a standalone pie because
Yeah.
you got to be careful with that.
However, it is a high pie.
What are you talking
You
about?
know what I mean? It's like a
a
contemporary, tall, strong pastry.
Do you know what
strong
I?
foundation.
Do you know what I really fuck with? A good pork pie.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But it's really hard to find a good
It's
pork
hard to
pie.
find. It is hard
For
to
people who
find.
don't,
Everyone does pork belly, eh?
everyone
Oh, like it's just the thing everyone does.
pork
now.
belly.
It's just
It's overdone, isn't it?
yeah.
pork
It's
belly.
everywhere you go. Pork belly,
Yeah,
pork belly.
and sometimes I don't want fucking pork belly.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's but I don't, do you know what? And this is gonna be a thing. I prefer pork belly.
It's gonna be a thing.
I prefer it without the crackling. I like it when it's gelatinous. I like it when it's
That's
gelatinous.
a massive thing.
I like it.
But it can still have gelatinous underneath the crust.
No, I like it when it's braised.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Or
I got you.
gelatinous.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it that.
Like the actual skin on still.
Yeah, skin on still. But I like gelatinous
Chewy.
food. I like chewy gelatinous shit. I'm down with that.
I respect it, eh?
I'm down with that. Like
respect it.
one of my favorite things in the world is like pig's feet.
Yeah, I
Or like
respect it,
dirty
bro.
little snacks like that.
Yeah.
Some go to like a Chinese restaurant and get some pig's feet.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm understanding.
Is there like a Kiwi restaurant or a Maori restaurant in Adelaide?
Not that I know.
What kind of food do you sling over there?
Oh man! Like, I'll tell you a crazy story. I was in Auckland, and this Indian guy that I met through like an ad, and he just had this thing that just said, "We need a head chef for a new burger bar." I was like, "Fucking oath, let's do it." I was there with my misso before we had kids, and he takes us to this like full halal Indian street in Sandringham, like just little India. You know what I mean? Like there's like a something called like the Palace or something on the corner. It's just like line up of like people waiting for their curries and shit. You know what I mean? And then they're just like, bam, right in the center of the street,
Just his burger joint.
ice and fire. You know what I mean? And he's just like, Tiger, like, come on, Tiger, make me some burger, Tiger. I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And then, you know, like the first week, like you've got people like barging through, trying to look in our room for bacon and all that, you know what I mean? Because they're like,
oh really?
Oh, you know what I mean? So I started like buying shit from like the next door because at least it's halal butcher. You know what I mean? He had no bacon in his butcher. You know what I mean? So that was like, but I don't think New Zealand really has a cuisine just like Australia doesn't really have a cuisine, like, you know what I mean?
What's some traditional like Maori dishes though? Like, is it hangi? That's where you bury.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to.
I've got it unlocked,
try that,
brother.
bro. You do?
Yeah, bro.
You do that shit.
Yeah.
You got one in your backyard?
Ground. Yeah, I got a hole in ground. Yeah. So me, there's a couple of us in Aldinga now.
Really?
Yeah, who
just have like little hangi meetups,
real hangis. Yeah, for like our like kids' birthdays and like little celebrations and that.
Do you do like
it's quite famous. People come around to.
Do you do like a whole pig or just like sections?
Nah, but it's like baskets. So you might wrap up some pork. You might wrap up your chicken.
Do you wrap it in leaf or in like a baking paper?
Depending on what it is. Some, I'll just get away with like, or sometimes I get banana leaves for flavour. Other times I'm just cheap and I just get heaps of cabbage, which you can affect flavour a bit, but they're strong leaves and they'll hold all the
mostly pork? Or do you do like lamb?
Mostly like probably chickens. Because you can just fill a whole basket of chickens cheap, you know what I mean? And then you'll do like a big like roast beef, big lamb.
Some lamb or pork
like
sounds
a pork wrap,
nice,
you know what I mean? And smoky, because you get the rocks down.
How long does it take?
Ages, bro. It's a process.
Like 8+?
6 hour cook.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Because you don't have to think about it. You kind of just put it in, then you do your shit.
You just got to get the fire going at like 6
a.m.
Yeah.
And you got to let it die?
Yeah.
So you get it hot, let it die.
Get it hot. And you might like keep it going a little bit. You do it to one side. Then put all the rocks and the coals in together. Like,
fuck, that's making me so hungry.
Yeah, then you drop the baskets down. Real nice. I've learned over the time to make the hole like exactly the size of the baskets. Rather than like this massive fucking hole. You just want to like compact.
So do you have like a pit at your house that you can do it, or do you have to dig a hole every time?
It's like a hole that I fill back in.
Oh, okay.
But it almost gets better. You know what I mean?
Because it like flavours the dirt.
Yeah, it's weird. It's all ash in there now, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, yeah.
Bro, things like that, it's so hard to replicate that flavour. I remember when I was growing up, my granddad used to have like a clay oven.
Yo.
It's like a wood oven, but it was made out of clay.
Yeah.
And you'd seal the door shut with clay.
Yes, sir.
And we used to have like, it was massive. He used to put like half lambs in there and whole pigs and shit. And you used to put like olive tree leaves over the top so they'd smoke up. And he'd cook that shit for like 9 hours and put potatoes in and shit. And it's just no flavour. And I'll never replicate that flavour because it was there for that long and it got used. that many times, it was fucking destroyed. But it had its flavour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
It was seasoned.
It's amazing, eh?
Yeah, you never eat.
And
I'd
these
never
things
eat like
get-
that again.
It's worth so much more as you get older.
Yeah,
You know, like I probably couldn't have cared about shit like this when I was young,
yeah. You kind of almost
You
wish
know?
you didn't take it for granted as much.
and then now I fucking thrive off it.
Mm.
You know, it's like that shit keep me going.
I wish I could fucking afford a wood oven. Jesus Christ, do you know how much those fucking things cost?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
you can build them.
Yeah, if you know how to build fucking shit.
It's a heck. I've been around a couple builds, like 3 builds
Of a brick oven.
Yeah,
It's a fucking construction site.
everything that you could think of can go wrong. Yeah, because it's a dome.
That's the thing. It's an awkward shape. And
Awkward.
it's...
And you want to double brick it, or else won't keep the heat.
See, they used to, like, my granddad's, I think, was like chicken wired out. So you'd make the shape
Yeah.
of chicken wire. You'd pack it with hay.
Oh wow!
And then you'd pack it with clay. And hay.
Yeah, like dirt. Yeah,
But
I
you'd
know what you mean.
insulate it with
Yeah.
hay.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So it had like this unique flavour to it. It was nice.
That's pretty cool.
But fuck, I've always wanted to try honey. Just put
Yeah, bro,
fish
you
in
can
it?
come to the next one. Yeah, but they cook so fast.
Yeah.
So you can put them like right at the top
Yeah.
and have them like on a tray and then wrap them in foil and then just sort of let them steam and smoke.
Is there like caterers in Adelaide that do hungies and shit? Surely.
Fuck, I don't think so, bro. In New Zealand, they're obviously
fucking
every
everywhere.
corner there'll be, but they just do it in hungy cookers.
There's a big like,
so
because
they'll do like
there's a big fucking like Maori and like Kiwi community here.
yeah, like the Onka Paringa.
It's huge.
Yeah, bro. And like they'll still do in-grounds like at the rugby games and that.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Nice.
But I don't know anyone who would actually do them on the regular or nothing.
Yeah, right.
But I know when I'm putting one down that people can smell them, bro, from around the neighborhood.
One sec. Something just went down. Just going to pause that. Apologies. We are back. I just had a little technical difficulty. I'm still in holiday mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking went to Japan for just under 3 weeks.
Would have been wicked, man.
The food over there, bro, it's crazy.
Would be crazy.
I went into a bar over there. Like they call them izakayas. They're like their versions of pubs. You walk in to this building that looks 1,000 years old, and it'll be 6 seats, and there'll be like this 90-year-old grandma in there just cooking, and her great-grandson will be serving alcohol. And they'll have like 4 dishes, no one speaks English, and it'll be the nicest 4 things. Like, and they've been doing that dish the same for like 600 years at that place. They got businesses over there that are like fucking 1,000 years old, and that's normal.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like 10 generations
That is
deep.
next level.
Yeah, like 10 or 11 generations deep, and that's normal over there.
Talk about perfecting it.
They just have pride in everything over there.
They
in
do,
everything they do.
every aspect of life. Yeah.
Everything. Just pride in everything. The people
Yeah.
cleaning the streets, bro.
Yeah,
They
exactly,
they just have so much pride in everything over there.
Yeah.
Like they don't lose any form of traditions.
Nah.
Especially with their like food and how we were saying, like you kind of take it for granted when you're younger and shit. They don't. They soak in
It's
everything.
there the whole time.
Yeah, they soak in everything over there. It's crazy.
What a beautiful way to live, eh?
Yeah,
if
it's
everything is sacred, you know, like
everything over there.
Yeah.
Just how they respect their their own country. Like no one
100%.
litters. No one litters over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
If you see a piece of rubbish on the floor, 100% of the time it'll be a Westerner.
Yeah.
Like it would never be a Japanese person.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Even the gangsters have like utmost respect there.
Yeah, I remember I was talking to this businessman at a pub one day, or at a bar. We were pretty hammered, and I was asking him about like the Yakuza and if it's still like a thing over there. And apparently no one, like the Yakuza over there weren't like your traditional kind of gangster. They were for the people.
Yeah, exactly.
They were heaps for the people.
Yeah, man.
They were like more anti-government and anti-establishment more than anything.
That's right.
But the people loved them.
Yeah, exactly.
But the government's phased a lot of them out.
Phased them out. Yeah, it would have happened. Yeah.
Yeah, the government don't play over there.
Nah. Yeah.
But
Sheesh. And their cars. Dope.
oh my god, I seen.
Samurais. Dope.
I didn't see one.
Cuisine. Dope.
Oh, bro, best food in the world. The sea urchins over there was insane.
Okay. Yeah.
Insane. Hokkaido have the best sea urchins in the world, allegedly.
And when you say best, do you mean like
They're just so plump, bro.
Yeah, plump. Yeah.
They're just plump and they're so creamy and sweet. Like, honestly, I ate one and I was like, fuck, that just tastes like
So
candy, man. It's just so sweet, and like you get the nice ocean water in there.
Salty, yeah.
It's fucking beautiful. The seafood over there, though, was game changer.
Yeah.
Best in the world.
Best in the world.
Best in the world.
Wow.
Just high quality.
Do you think it's the way as well it's treated?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they have certain ways of bleeding fish and stuff. As soon as they catch a fish, they stick like a steel rod in its spine, and they cut off its nervous system, so it's not stressed at all, and they bleed it out. Like, I don't know, they got their own technique for sushi masters have their own technique for bleeding out fish. So there's like zero fishiness or mushiness. Their fish is so firm. Like when you're eating sushi over there, it's like you've never tried sushi before.
For real.
It's crazy. Just how they prepare and how they treat their fish. You could eat a piece of tuna there and the same piece of tuna here. It's just a totally different experience there. It's totally different. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a trip.
It sounds good.
It's a good trip for like someone who enjoys food.
Man. Yeah.
But
and you just feel so alive.
You fucking but you don't feel like a pig because it's so fucking hot over there. You're walking everywhere, you sweat everything out.
Yeah.
It's gangster.
Wow.
It's good over there.
Sounds awesome.
Love it.
Was it expensive?
No.
That's all right.
I was eating like Wagyu and shit almost every day, so it got like pretty expensive. But
Wagyu every day.
Yeah, bro, it's so cheap over there.
It's a bar.
It's not cheap over there, but Wagyu every day is a bar. But I think our flights were like, my flight was 1,200 return, which isn't too bad.
Oh, that's sweet as.
It's not too bad. But food and alcohol and shit's cheap there. You could definitely do Japan cheap. Easy.
Fuck.
And they got like Universal Studios and Disney World and shit over there.
Yeah, they've got
Disneyland.
their own,
Yeah, they got Disneyland and shit.
Yeah.
I went to Super Mario World. That was gangster.
That would've
Harry
been
Potter
awesome.
World was good. But
Harry Potter World.
it's a trip.
Fucking hell.
So back to the music.
Yo.
Can you reiterate the dates? The second.
Yeah, so September 2nd.
September 2nd.
Inman Valley. Full band. Massive bill. Who else did I know? Sons of Serpents. Jordan Ruru. She's another Māori. And then we've got Ben Iota. And he's got a live band in that. So that should be a good. And then Zealous and D Wade, which are they're just dope turntablists. So that's dope to see that as well. Camping, everything. Melbourne, September 9, with Jake and the Fat Man, Villiani, Godfrey Stars, The Laundry, which would be dope. We've done a show there before. And there's some Melbourne crew, you know, which will be wicked.
Yeah, that's sick.
To link up with everyone and just get to it. And then 29th of September, Auckland City, neck of the woods.
Fuck yeah. How long are you
it's
going
gonna
for?
be wild. 3 weeks.
You're going, so are you taking the fam?
Yeah, whole fam.
Yeah, that's
They
sick.
got their little passports and everything.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
So it's crazy.
Will this will be their first time over there?
Actually, my son's been there, but bro, you know, funerals
young.
don't count. You
Yeah,
know,
and
he was
too young
and
to
it was
remember.
It was just absolutely wild, like at the time.
So this will be the first holiday.
Yeah, like they can soak, and they've been FaceTiming, you know.
They're gonna have lots
Or whatever
of
it is, Messenger.
uncles and aunties and cousins to play
Yeah.
with and shit.
and they sort of know them because of the internet. You know.
Yeah, that's sick.
These are the positives of this new shit. You know.
That's sick. It's always good for
They
kids
actually
to go
know 'em.
back. Yeah, that's sick.
You know.
It makes the world smaller.
It does. Yeah. Especially when you can see them. You know. When you got that visual thing, it's like they're
there.
It's almost like they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't wait, yeah. And I feel like the Auckland show's gonna go off.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's gonna be pumping.
Well, when you're done with it, we'll do a recap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds fucking
When you're
awesome,
done,
bro.
we'll do a recap.
We'll recap it.
Easy,
Yeah.
bro. Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
I'll cut
man.
it. It's getting late.
Yeah, long one.
But
long one.
I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, no worries,
and
brother.
We'll do it again.
Fucking killer.
Easy,
man.
brother. Thank you.
Thank you, Russ.